Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. In today's episode I'm going to show you how to properly diagnose and fix any problems which you may have with your parking sensors. Doesn't matter which car you have, doesn't matter if you drive a Skoda or an Audi or a Volkswagen. For example, in today's episode I'm going to work on this Volkswagen Sharan from the year 2011, and on this car I have some problems with the parking sensors. And in this video tutorial I'm going to show you all how to diagnose and fix any problems which you may have with your parking sensors. So I have this problem: right front parking aid sensor, open circuit or short circuit to ground, and I also have park assist speaker, open circuit or short circuit to ground. Also, the right front center parking sensor is because I disconnected the parking sensor to see if the problem will change from the right side to the middle or something like that. But in my case, doesn't matter if I change the sensors, doesn't matter if I put the left parking sensor onto the right position from the parking sensor, the problem is still with the front right parking sensor. So in my case, I disconnected the cable from this sensor. This is the front right parking sensor, and I removed this sensor from right here and I placed it in the area where the left center parking sensor is installed. So I changed the sensors between them to see if the sensors are bad or not, and I still have the exact same problem with the front right parking sensors. Doesn't matter if I put any other parking sensor, the problem is still the same. So moving on, the next step which you'll have to do, and which I recommend you to do, and this one is a very important thing, you'll have to check the cables and you'll have to check the connectors which are going into the parking sensors. In my case, I checked all the cables for a continuity test, and on the cable from the left I had continuity, on the cable from the right I had continuity, and on this cable from the middle with blue and white I had no continuity. So this is meaning that the cable somewhere it's shorted or it's broke. So I have to check all the cables, I have to dismantle all the tape which was installed over the cables and check if I see the broken cable. So in my case, I checked on this area, I still had no continuity test, and if I go right here close to the connector, I found that the blue cable, which is blue and white, the cable from the middle, which is going into the front parking sensor, it's broken, and as you can see, it has a lot of corrosion on it, and this is why I had no current passing through, and this is why the front right parking sensor was not working on my case and on this car. So as you can see, it's broken totally. It has a very bad condition in it, it's very corroded. I'm not sure why this happened, because all the cables were taped up with a lot of tape from the factory. They were placed in a safe area right here behind the bumper, but as you can see, things like this can happen and you'll have to fix if you are able to. So in my case, I'm going to fix the wire, I'm going to install a brand new wire, and I'm going to attach them, and I'm going to secure them with some special tape over them. After that, I will do again another continuity test for the front right parking sensor and see if the cables are fixed and see if my problem is gone or not. So as you can see right here, I already fixed the problem. I installed the brand new wire right here between the wire which was broken, and I used this auto shrinking tool. This is a special cable which you have to put over the wires, and you have to hit it with something and it will shrink over the wires and it will secure them in place. So as you can see, in my case the cable is fixed, everything is installed and ready to go. And from here I installed my tool. This is the little needle which I placed back into the connector and into the cable with the color blue and white, which is going into the front right parking sensor. So the negative port is installed back into the connector. I also installed the tool into the off position. You have to put it on off to check for continuity test. And with the positive side, as you can see, right here I have a lot of current passing through. And this is meaning that I have continuity and also current passing through the cable right here on the connector. And right now, with the positive side, I'm going to put it right here on the connector, which is going into the parking sensor from the right front. So it's a little bit difficult to do it with one hand, but I'm going to put it right here in the middle on the cable blue and white, which I fixed it, and let's see if I have continuity or current passing through the cable. Very good everybody, as you can hear and see, I have continuity, I have current passing through the cable, so this is meaning that the cable is fixed, it's working how it's supposed to be working. I also checked for me to install a cable which is the exact same size like the one from the factory, and you have to do the same. You don't want to install bigger cables or smaller cables, you have to find a way and install a cable which is similar to the size of the cable which is installed from the factory on the vehicle. So with all of these things being said, the problem is fixed with the cable. Right now I'm going to put it on the vehicle and see if the error is still on the dashboard, I mean on the diagnosing tool. I'm going to connect it to the connector from the car. I'm going to put the ignition and I'm going to see if the current or if the sensor is working or not. So as you can see, I connected the connector to the car. I turned on the ignition and now I'm going to see if I still have the error or not. Alright everybody, I'm going to click clear all the errors, and as you can see, the error disappeared with front right parking sensor. I only have the error with the park assist speaker open circuit or short circuit to ground. Anyway, I will go into the vehicle, I will check and see if the parking sensors are working or not. Alright everybody, so as you can see in here, the parking sensors are still not working, but I think I know what's the problem. From my experience, on these cars and on many other cars like Audi, Volkswagen, Skoda, Seat, and probably also other cars which are not into the VW group, you'll have the speakers or you'll have the buzzers for the parking sensors. You'll have 2 little speakers which are making the sound for the parking sensors, and you'll have one in the front side, on the driver's side installed underneath the dashboard somewhere, and you'll have another one in the trunk in the rear side. I'm not exactly sure where, in the left or in the right, which you'll have to replace. And if those speakers are going bad, you'll have this error which I have right here, and which is park assist speaker. So as you can see, it's not telling me which one is bad. It's not telling me that the front park assist speaker or the rear one. It's only telling me that the park assist speaker it's broken, or I have a short circuit to ground or something like that. So for now, I'm going to put everything back together. The problem is fixed with the parking sensors into the bumpers. I'm going to secure everything like it was from the factory. As you can see, everything is taped up. I used some special tape like from the factory. I applied over the cables, so I have nothing which can destroy the cables or something like that. And from here, I'm going to put back the bumper on the vehicle, and I will show you all how to replace the buzzers or the speakers from the parking sensors and fix this problem permanently. Alright everybody, I'm back. Everything is installed back on the vehicle. I placed the bumper like it was from the factory. Everything is secured and is looking great. And on this vehicle, on this Volkswagen Charan from the year 2011, second generation, the buzzer, the front buzzer on this vehicle, it will be right here in the left side on the driver's side. I will show you in a second where exactly it is the location. So as you can see, the error is still there. I still have the exact same error like earlier. And also the parking sensors are still not working for the moment. And neither is working the park assist is telling me that it's defective and I have to service it right away. For this vehicle, I bought 2 brand new buzzers or 2 brand new speakers for the parking sensors on this car. They are exactly the same, doesn't matter if you have a Volkswagen Passat or a Golf or a Skoda or an Audi. All the buzzers and all the speakers are exactly the same. You have to buy one which is looking like yours or which is telling you that it's working for your car, and you'll have to replace it with a brand new one like I'm doing right here. So the buzzer from the driver's side into the front of the vehicle, it's placed right here inside the dashboard. You'll have to remove this plastic part, and you'll have to put your hand or a camera or something like that to see it, because it's mounted right here up close. This is the buzzer for this car on the driver's side into the front part of the vehicle, and is mounted to the dashboard with 2 plastic clips. And I recommend you all to take something sharp or a flat screwdriver and put it underneath and push the clips out, and it will release it from the dashboard. So as you can see, this is how it's looking. Those are the clips which I removed. I placed a flat screwdriver underneath and I pushed them up, and it will came out from its place. If you want to install them back on the car, you have to put them like this, and you have to push them down, and it will lock it in place. Okay everybody, so in my case, for example, this buzzer is an original one. You'll have to remove the connector from right here, just pull it out, and it will come out from its place. And this buzzer is made by Volkswagen. This was never been replaced. And in my case, I'm going to replace it with a brand new one and see if the problem is still there or not. Right here is the buzzer which I bought for this vehicle. It's not an OEM one, it's not the original one, but it's working great. Doesn't matter if you buy the original one or an aftermarket one, they will all work the same and they will do their job. Okay everybody, so I installed the parking sensor buzzer which I bought for this vehicle. I installed it into the vehicle, I removed the original one, and from here I can go ahead, I can put the ignition and check if the parking sensors are working or not. Right here I have the original one which I removed from the vehicle. So the ignition is turned on, and now I'm going to press the button and see if the parking sensors are working or not. So from what I can see, the problem is still there, the parking sensors are not working. So this is meaning that the problem is not with the front buzzer for the parking sensors. I'm going to check and see if I have any other errors on the dashboard or on the diagnostic tool. And as you can see, it's telling me that the front parking sensor buzzer is short circuit, or I have a broken wire or something like that. So in my case, for example, the front parking sensor buzzer is working. I will go ahead, I will install back the original one, and I will secure everything back together on the vehicle, and I will move to the side of the vehicle. In the back part, I'm going to check for the rear buzzer for the parking sensors and see if the problem is with the rear one or not. I'm not exactly sure where the rear buzzer on this vehicle is located, but I will do some checks, and after that I will show you exactly where it is located on this vehicle. Okay everybody, so everything is mounted back on the front part on the vehicle, so I had no problems with the front buzzer, so this is very good. And right now I found the rear location buzzer, I found where it's located and how it's installed on the vehicle. You'll have to open the trunk, and right here in the left side you'll have to open this little compartment. This little cover can be pulled out completely, just pull it out. After that, right here in this plastic box, you'll have two little screws which are securing it mounted to the car. As you can see, I removed the two little screws. You'll have to put them away, and after that you'll have to pull this plastic cover, this plastic compartment, you'll have to pull it out from the trunk. Then right here you have to go inside it, and you have to look up, and right here it is the rear buzzer on this Volkswagen Charan second generation. So as you can see, this is the rear buzzer, and you'll have to remove it exactly like you did in the front. You have to put something underneath and lift the plastic clips. You'll have to remove them, and after that you have to disconnect it and install the brand new one in its place. So like in the front part, just take the buzzer, pull out the connector from behind it, and you'll have to install it into the new one. I recommend all to not pull from the cables because they can break. You'll have to catch the plastic from the connector, you'll have to catch it with your hand, and you'll have to pull it out. Just don't pull it from the cables because in some cases they can stretch and they can break. Okay, so out with the original one and in with the aftermarket one, but with the brand new one. Alright everybody, so the new buzzer is installed back on the vehicle, and right now I will go ahead and I will check if the parking sensors are working or not. Alright, very good everybody, so as you can see, the problem is fixed in my case. The parking sensors are working, everything is working how it's supposed to be working, like from the factory. Let's see if I still have the error after I erase it. And as you can see, I have no errors on the diagnostic tool. This is a very good thing. This is meaning that the problem is fixed, and the problem in my case was with the cables from the front bumper and also with the rear buzzer from the parking sensors. Let's go ahead and turn the vehicle up and see if the parking sensors are displayed over the screen from the navigation, and also I will check if the park assist function is working or not. Beautiful, just look how the parking sensors are displayed back over the navigation, and right now I will go a little bit backwards and see if the distance is moving. Let's see if the parking sensors are moving from the display. I'm just going to close the trunk first because I don't want to hit this garage. Very good everybody, so the distance is changing. This is meaning that the parking sensors are reading the distance, they are working great. And also in the front side, all the parking sensors are working like they are supposed to be working. Okay, right now I'm going to check the park assist function. Normally I'm not able to do it right here in the garage because you have to go into the parking lot, but as you can see, it's telling me to turn the signal in the direction I want to park the car. And for example, I'm going to choose left. And as you can see, steering intervenient, steering active. From here, normally, if you put it into the gear or something like that, it will park the car automatically into the whatever spot it will find disponible. So as you can see, the light is turned on. I have nothing flashing, so everything is working how it's supposed to be working right here with the buttons and with the steering functions. And as you can see, the steering, it's moving by itself. Normally the car from this position, it will park by itself if you want to, but I'm not able to do it right here in the garage because I have nowhere to park it. Alright everybody, this is all you have to do if you want to fix any problems which you may have with your parking sensor system. Doesn't matter which car you have, doesn't matter if it's a Volkswagen or an Audi or something like that. The steps and the tricks are exactly the same like I did right here in this video. So from here I will go ahead in the back of the car. I will assemble everything back together like it was from the factory. I will put back all the boxes and all the screws which I removed to remove the parking buzzer from the rear. I will also install the parking buzzer back in its position with the special clips. In my opinion, this was not a very difficult job to do. It can be done by anyone and everywhere. Doesn't matter if you have a newer model of car or an older one, they're all the same. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and found it informative, please leave a like and a comment down below. See you next time.